Hey everyone, and welcome to this final week of the fantasy football season of the 2017 Elon Alumni League. All right, so if you're still relevant this week, I'm going to talk about you, and if not, you're not going to hear anything. That leaves us with Battle for Third, Championship game, and most importantly, the Toilet Bowl game. We're going to hit every single one of those in detail, talk about them this week. Next week, look out for a video. I'll be sending out checks for money or Venmo, whatever you prefer. And then also, we'll be going over the season awards and a little bit of notes for next year. All right, I'm going to jump straight into it with this year's third place game between the Toilet Warrior, formerly known as Ben Woody, and then we've also got Liz. I'm going to go by step here because I want to really get an in-depth look at this because I think I did all right for the season's predictions. I had Josh winning overall, I had Ben in there, and I had Liz in there. So 3 out of 4 in the top 4 spots. First off, we've got Nick Foles versus Matt Ryan. Interesting matchup. I want to see what Foles does. I think he's going to be interested to try to prove people wrong. I think the Raiders are going to come after him. Matt Ryan's season on the line. He's going to come through big against the Saints. And give a little bit of edge to Ryan there for Liz. Next, for the running backs, we've got Todd Gurley, who's just been a beast finally that he's healthy against Williams, or with Williams for Ben. And then we've got Le'Veon Bell and Jonathan Stewart. I think Gurley and Bell, two at the top in the entire league, are going to be a wash. It's going to come down to, I'm interested to see what Jonathan Stewart does. Who knows what he brings? 0 points, 20 points, we'll see. Wide receivers, good matchup. We've got Cooks and Anderson. Anderson's had a big season for being on the Jets. I guess I had to throw it to somebody. You got Doug Baldwin and Kenny Stills, always consistent for both of them. I'm going to give a slight edge to Cooks and Anderson on this one because I think that they're going to have to run the ball a lot there with Cooks. We've got Ingram and Walker, the tight end matchup here. I think both of those are pretty good. Ingram's come through pretty big this season. Then we've got Chargers defense and Panthers defense. I'll be interested to see what both of these do, but ultimately I think it's going to come down to a Gostkowski kick against the Bills here, and they're going to take the Bills down, but Liz is going to win in a close one. Now, everyone wants to hear about this one, the Toilet Bowl. Yes, you've all been looking forward to this, and this year's lucky candidates are Mike versus Newman, and in that matchup, boy, you guys would have had a hell of a matchup in 2006. Anyways, Rivers versus Deshaun Kaiser, well, 2006, but, the fact that you're playing a Browns quarterback, Newman, we'll see how that goes in the first place. But you've got for Mike here, Ingram and Gore, like I said, 2006, hell of a team whenever they were playing. Gore, I don't know how he still runs. He got like a 4 on the Wonderlic. Maybe he just can't feel the pain. However, we've got Murray and Howard. I'm interested to see what Howard can do. I think he could tear it up against the Cleveland. I think they're playing this week. Martavis Bryant and Dede Westbrook. Dede Westbrook, could fill in for the Jaguars, but playing a Jaguars receiver is like letting the least drunk person drive home. It's not really going to go well for you. Then we've got Julio Jones and Everlasting Fitz here. I think Jones is going to come through big. I think it's going to be a shootout in New Orleans and Atlanta this week, and we'll see what Fitz does. Vernon Davis versus Travis Kelce. I'm going to give an edge to Kelce there. Dez Bryant versus Gordon. Hey, it's good to see him come back. You can come back and make a difference. Let's say, Kaiser and Gordon hook up. We could be going for it. I think a good indication that this is the Toilet Bowl, the defenses that are being started this week are the Lions and the Browns. Hell of a shootout there we'll have. Then we've got Boswell and Lambeau. I think I'm going to give this an edge to win to Mike because he is not playing a Browns quarterback as a starting position. So, Newman, I'm going to come put this on your desk whenever you tell me. That leaves us last but not least, championship matchup between Josh and Joey. Hell of a season, guys. Either way it goes, you're in the money. You've done really well here. Best of luck to either one of you. I think it'll be a great, fun day to watch it on Christmas Eve this Sunday for you guys to watch. I'm going to get straight into it. We've got Ben Roethlisberger versus Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, #1 quarterback this season. I do think Detroit's coming for blood, though. I don't know if he'll have huge numbers this week, but we'll see. Roethlisberger, I think he comes back, has a great game after last week's close loss, and they're going to try to lock up that first-round bye. Running backs, we've got LaShawn McCoy and Carlos Hyde for Joey here. McCoy, questionable. Hyde on the decline. We've got Kareem Hunt, who's just had, I think he's this season's MVP, probably the most likely owned player on championship teams this year. And we've got Elliott. What kind of shape is he going to be in? Are they going to get him a snap count reservation? I think they're going to let him run loose because they got nothing to lose. They've got to win. They've got to have some things go their way. I'm going to give the edge running backs to I'm going to give it to Josh on that. On receivers, we got Tyreek Hill and Funchess. Funchess hasn't really come to be the number one receiver that everybody was hoping for in Carolina, so we'll see what comes out of this. Hill, if you give him the ball in open space, he runs like 40 miles an hour or something like that. But we've got Thomas and Landry. Landry has been a sleeper this year. I think he's a top 5 receiver, very consistent numbers. And I think Thomas, like I was saying earlier, that game is going to be a shootout. Both are going to do well. Good matchup here. Zach Ertz, Greg Olsen. Olsen came back huge in the first game. He's really played fully healthy at this point. Ertz has been pretty good all season. We'll see what happens with Foles throwing to him. This is sneaky good. Bears versus Cleveland and Ravens versus, I think it's the Colts here, but we'll see. Either way, both good matchups. I bet both of these teams put up at least 15 points. Last but not least, Kickers Gold versus Tucker. I think you got to give it to Tucker. He's invincible, never misses here. I think for this one, it's going to come down to how do they use Elliott. If he goes off, I'm going to give the edge to Josh. We'll see, though. Best of luck, everybody, and I will be contacting everybody about the awards next week. Best of luck, good luck, and Newman and Mike,